I'm going to do this. Good afternoon, teachers. Going to take a minute here just to go over my three apps that I want to share with you. And I have picked apps that, excuse me, that are for the English or the language art high school content area. I'm a former high school English teacher, and these would have been three tools that I would have used in my classroom with all my students, but primarily with reluctant readers and writers. And I focused on those or this because one, I think it's hard to find apps for high school language arts and high school social studies. I know at least one person found the first one I'm going to show you, SparkNote or SparkPost. And two, I think it's hard to find apps to use with lower level students. I had at the school where I taught, we had AP, then we had CP, college prep, then we had regular, and then we had fundamental. So I'm focusing more on the regular and the fundamental students with these particular tools. Although I think the first one, SparkPost, I'm going to pull that up now, would work great with any group of students. So SparkPost is part of the Adobe Suite. There are three tools, and this one allows you to create flyers or to create posters or also infographics. And I really am a huge fan of infographics. If you're not familiar with them or haven't used them, I highly recommend that you do. And so I start off on this template page. You can see I can hit the plus sign just to start if I want to start a new one from scratch. But I'm on this template page, and you can move this toolbar at the top. You can see there are even some school templates. For example, here's a drama club auditioning flyer. And you can start with one of the templates, and you can just edit that, right? So if I took this one, this is funny, it's a social distancing little meme here, or flyer, and you can see that you can also put animation in them. If I wanted to remix this, all I do is just click down here on the green box to remix it. And for example, if I wanted to change this picture out, I could just click on it, go to replace, go to my photo library, pick my dog, put him right in there. There's Henry taking the place. Okay, he's social distancing. He's driving out to the country to get away from everybody. So very easy to do. Just click done. Okay, and I'll go back, and you can see these are ones I've just been playing around with trying to make this video. I'm on my third take here. The one I wanted to show you. So this is one, if I was in my class, that I might use, that I've created. I used to teach Animal Farm to my ninth graders, and you can see I've got an image from the movie Animal Farm, and one of the questions I would ask them is, what is a theme that you took away from your readings of the book? And here is a theme: absolute power corrupts, which is a quote from Lord Acton. And it's just another way for students to demonstrate that they got the content and to differentiate your instruction. It's student-centered, they're creating, and they can include animation, they can include images. And so it's just a really neat way to do that, in my opinion. Next one I want to show you is one that is called Genius. And Genius is an app that's kind of like Wikipedia for music. And so for this, if I go to search, and you can see I've searched for different artists. My daughter's a huge Taylor Swift fan. And what I usually go is to Townes Van Zandt, one of my favorite artists. He's a kind of an outlaw country western singer from probably his the height of his popularity would have been in the 70s, if you're familiar with Poncho and Lefty, and which is a song that Willie Nelson did a cover of. But nonetheless, what this tool does is you can add artists. Other people have added artists. You can search for them, and once you find that artist, you can add a song, or other people have added songs, and you just click on that song. Gives you some information about it. You can see that 94,000 people have viewed this one particular post. And anywhere where the lyrics are, someone's added the lyrics. Okay, just like with Wikipedia, the content is crowdsourced. And what you can see here is all of these gray boxes indicate that somebody has annotated this song. So I'm going to just click on one of these annotations, and you can see somebody has added a commentary about the meaning of that particular lyric. Okay, and this would be a great tool for students who are reluctant readers and writers, because they probably like music. Most of us do. They like different artists, and they can read about those artists. They can read the lyrics, and they can write about their interpretations of the lyrics. So just, I think, a great tool, in my opinion, for that purpose. Final one that I'm going to show you is called Story Wars. And Story Wars, they're all free, is a tool that, again, to engage reluctant readers and writers. You can add stories and edit stories on here. And for example, if I go, just clicking around, my computer's trying to turn off here, I can click down here at the bottom, and you see the toolbar here. You can also search this if you want to. So maybe you're interested in, something like science fiction, and search for that and get these different science fiction stories, right? Okay, the one I'm going to go to, though, is the different themes that they provide, which is trending, editor's choice, and random stories. So if I go to trending, you can see these are different stories that just, again, anyone can add stories, anyone can write stories, and somebody has started a story, so you could just maybe you name it, maybe you write the first chapter, maybe you just write the first 3 paragraphs, and anyone can come in behind you and continue the story, continue the narrative, continue to develop characters or add characters. So it's really great. You can see that it's got it's got 4 chapters have been written, 121 people have viewed this, 27 people have added content to this particular story. Okay, you can see 467 have viewed this one, 60 people have added content to it. So it's just, again, just a neat tool they have forums here, different languages. But just, again, if I want to write, I just click up here on the write button, okay, and just start my story. And I just think it's a wonderful way to get students engaged in reading and writing, and it's creative, it's student-centered, and so those are my 3 tools.